This video is partly a response to Hop, who made a video today on iron sights, and I wanted to expand a little further on my experience with iron sights, whether or not you should have them in 2024. If you can trust your optic, do you really need iron sights given the general reliability of even budget-conscious electronic optics, red dots, and even budget LPVOs? Even those tend to be pretty reliable. Now, that being said, over the last decade plus of experience and shooting, I've seen a number of issues emerge with aim points, EOTechs, LPVOs, you name it. I've probably seen some problems with it, or outright failures of the electronics inside the optic itself. So to mitigate that, and really what spurred this video, and it was my most recent range trip, my LPVO fogged up upon taking it out of the case, and it was down. I kept trying to wipe the optic off and I couldn't see out of it. Now I do have a quick release setup on that as well, and guess what? I have backup iron sights on that rifle, so if it was an emergency situation, I could get that rifle back into the fight if that optic had gone down fully. It was enough of an inconvenience where I couldn't pick up the target at 150 yards, so I moved on to the irons and even started shooting a different rifle that only has irons on it, and that really drove home the necessity of having irons on a serious duty type firearm. It's something you're going to trust your life to. In fact, so much so that I went out and put lower 1/3 co-witness type setups on a couple different firearms now in my collection in response to that most recent range trip. And this wasn't a high-speed range trip, it was literally bench rested, and it was enough to make me rethink some of this. If you were to have a fall in the woods, you could break your optic, you could wake up one morning, find it filled with water. There are all kinds of things that can occur if you are outside for prolonged periods of time, if you're actually getting out there and using this stuff. And sure, it may even be something as simple as, oh, I forgot to change the battery, and now what? I mean, sure, you could probably look through your hollow sun, which will have a crazy battery life on it anyway, and hit something at a reasonable distance in the middle of the optic, right? But would you be better served by simply just spending the extra $100 and getting some good quality buis or fixed irons? I would submit that the answer to that is yes. So with all the things that we know that can go wrong with optics, don't discount irons. Make sure you get a good quality set if it's going to be a multi-purpose dual-use rifle, one you're going to run at classes, one you're going to use for self-defense. Have those there. Have that secondary option. It adds nominal weight to your rifle. It's absolutely worth having that on there as a backup plan. Additionally, I would say this: if you're not seriously running your rifle, if you are just a recreational target shooter, if you do get one of these budget red dots, it'll probably be fine for most applications for you. But if you're going to go out and do some hard use, some heavy duty shooting, take some good classes from good instructors, run some courses of fire that you're setting up for yourself, yeah, you need to consider getting some good buis. These particular ones are from Troy. This rifle is mostly a Palmetto build with a Spikes Tactical lower parts kit. I will have a full review of this and all the Palmettos in my collection coming out in the next couple of days, maybe a week or two. We'll see. I'm waiting on an external microphone to get some studio footage done. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on this?